Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to your English class. Students, as you all know that we have started Unit 1 of our English practice book, and what is it? It is abstract nouns. Now, what are abstract nouns? Abstract nouns are those naming words, are those nouns that name qualities, states, feelings, ideas which we can only think about but cannot see or touch. Means we cannot see or touch them directly. For example, uh, wisdom, happiness, hope, bravery. We cannot see or touch all of them. We can just feel about them. We can just think about them. Then we learned about different types of phobias in this book, in this unit. And yesterday we have completed up to countable and uncountable nouns. And students, you all know that what are countable nouns? Countable nouns are those nouns which we can count in numbers like 1, 2, 3. Like here you can see what is given in these like notebook. So we can count notebooks. So notebooks is a countable noun. Then boys, we can count boys. We can count tooth also. We can count pen also. We can count blackboard also. But can we count discipline? Can we count fire? Can we count sickness? No. So they are uncountable nouns. Students, now let us learn something more about countable nouns. Countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are those nouns, as it is given here, nouns that name things, persons, places, animals that we can count only. Okay, and they have their plural number, like boy, boys. Okay, book, books, pen, pens, pencil, pencils, ball, balls. But uncountable nouns name things like water, milk, butter, qualities like beauty, courage that we cannot count. We cannot count all these qualities. They do not need a or an, because a and an is needed with countable nouns only. So next thing about countable nouns is countables can be either singular or plural. Means they can occur in plural number, they can occur in singular number. We usually add s or es, and you all have learned different rules of making plural nouns by using different rules. So let us see, for example, here horse, horses means one horse and so many horses. Baby, babies by adding ies. So we have read all these rules in our class third also. So but water, we never write waters. Okay, we can say a lot of water, a little water, or some water, but we never says waters. Similarly, wealth, it can never be wealth, it is always wealth. Okay, so uncountable nouns occur only in singular form. They are used only in singular form. They have no plural forms. Now students, next part and next and last part of this unit is do it yourself part. And what is given in this part, though it is for you to do it yourself, but still I will help you here. Work with your partner, form abstract nouns from the adjectives used in the following phrases and fill in the blanks. Now students, first of all, what are phrases? Phrases are those words, okay, phrases is a group of words that has a meaning but it's not a complete sentence. Okay, like here given the intelligent student. Okay, it has a meaning but it's not a complete sentence. It doesn't have a complete meaning. So these are all our phrases. Okay, and what is given here? So form abstract nouns from the adjectives used in the following phrases. Now here they have used adjectives with the nouns. Now what we are supposed to do here? We have to form their abstract nouns here. Now see here, the intelligent student. Now here student is a naming word. Okay, and intelligent is an adjective. Intelligent is an adjective. What are adjectives? Adjectives are qualities, okay, that qualify some person or something. So like here, which type of student? Intelligent. So intelligent is an adjective. Now we have to make its uh, abstract noun. So what will be its abstract noun? It is the intelligence. So how we will write here? The students intelligence. We will use here apostrophe s along with student. Okay, so the students intelligence. So intelligence becomes an abstract noun. Next is the kind fairy. So fairy, the kind fairy. So here fair is a naming word and kind is an adjective, who is having pity, who feels for others, is a kind person. So what will be its abstract noun? Kindness. So we will write here the fairies kindness. The fairies, again we will use apostrophe s along with fairy. So the fairies kindness. Next is the cruel enemy. Okay, enemy is again a naming word and cruel is an adjective. And abstract noun from cruel will be cruelty. And spellings are Cruelty. Take care of your spellings while you are completing your worksheets. So the popular leader, here leader is again a naming word and popular is an adjective. The leader's popularity. Next is the arrogant boy. Arrogant means such a person who always thinks that I am the best. There is nobody who can equal me. I am the most important. So such type of persons are arrogant. जिनको आप घमंडी भी बोलते हो. ठीक है. The arrogant boy. So arrogant is an adjective and boy is a naming word or a noun. So its abstract noun will be the boy's arrogance. What you will write here? The boy's arrogance. Now Dheeraj's class is holding a quiz today. Now Dheeraj is a student and his class is having a quiz today. So the time limit is 5 minutes. Now what is the time limit for the quiz? To be conducted, it is 5 minutes, and help him solve the quiz so that he can win. Now it's your now you have to help him to solve the quiz so that he can win. Now students, you can see here, match words in the aid box with a group of words given below. Now here you are given a help box, an aid box, okay, and here you are given a group of words. Now we have to match them with the words by choosing the words from the help box. Means now we have to relate them. We have to tell the relation, like musty. Musty. What is the meaning of musty? Musty means a wet smell, smelling of moisture. Okay. So musty. Foul. Foul means bad smell. Okay. And next is aromatic. Aromatic means a pleasant fragrance. You can say fragrance. खुशबू जिसको बोलते हो आप. So what are all these? These are a type of. These are related to which sense organ? They are related to smell. So we can smell, when we smell, we can smell musty, we can smell foul, and we can smell aromatic. So here we will feel smell. Next is sour, bitter, and sweet. Now what are all these? These are different types of taste. These are different type of taste. Next is smooth, flat, moist. Moist means wet again. So smooth, flat, moist, what are all these? These are related to touch, because by touching we can get to know that whether the surface, given surface or given thing is smooth, whether it is flat, or whether it is moist or dry. Next is hum, chatter, whisper. So what is hum? Hum is referred to the sound of bees, honeybees. Sound of honeybees is known as hum, humming sound. Next is chatter. Sound of monkeys is chattering. Chatter and whisper whenever we speak in somebody's ears in a very low tone so that others will not listen to your secret talk. So whisper means speaking in a very low tone, whispering. Okay, so hum is honeybee sound, chatter is monkey sound, and whisper is speaking in a very low tone. So what are all these? To which they are related? They are related to the hearing. Next is pretty, attractive, and beautiful. All these three are related to those things that seems to be very attractive to us, that seems to be very beautiful to us and pretty to us. So these are related to sight. Sight means we can see them. They are related to our eyes, sight. So with these exercises, students, our unit 1 is complete, and from day after tomorrow we will start completing our unit 2. So till then, thank you. Have a nice day.